Welcome everyone to a gameplay overview of They Are Billions. So this won't be a complete series because basically I don't really know how far into this I'll go. I may just die. I'm not a complete beginner to this. I played 2 playthroughs already. I have not won either of them, but I feel like I have a pretty good feel for the game. They Are Billions is kind of like an Age of Empires meets zombie survival. You'll see for yourself pretty easily what the gameplay is like. So let's call this Tortuga LP, even though I'm not sure if it will be a Let's Play. You can see that I've been preferring the lower difficulty factors as I learn it, but I'm willing to do this at least. I'm willing to do medium population and accessible. 120-day duration, which doesn't give us 100% because I guess I have to do this for 100%, but 120 days may make a difference. So if you're looking for like you know, the most, I mean, there's a lot of people out there who play better than me, is what I'm trying to say. However, this may, I really like the way this appeals to a min-max environment. Yeah, you really have to min-max placement. It's kind of, it's city builder. It's like Age of Empires meets a city builder meets zombie survival, because you do need to place all your buildings in the right way. And yeah, so I guess it'd be like Caesar meets Age of Empires meets zombie game. So my usual thing is, and by the way, good luck to us trying to follow what I'm doing, because I do bounce around a lot. In order to, you can pause the game, and to min-max, it's actually optimal to pause a lot. So I'm going to be bouncing between 1, 2, and 3, if I can get it. There it is. We'll make this control 6. So it kind of almost like StarCraft 2 with all the hotkeys, and I think you do have to, excuse me, do stuff with groups a lot. A lot of it is going to be about also, and I'm afraid to say this, but optimizing your building designs, which I'll pause for frequently. Now I think that we're going to be able to get a lumber mill very quickly. I mean, a nice one. So we just need a little bit of wood and gold for that. It's funny that you need wood. No, wrong. You don't need wood for a sawmill. So I just need gold, 300. But I'm going to start off by building couple houses, which will give me increased money anyway. Now I can't build this. If I want to build this is gold if I'm not mistaken. So that is something that we'll want to, gold or stone? I still can't, they both look the same. I think that's stone actually. Yeah. So we'll want to build a quarry there eventually, which means I need to leave a little bit of space for that. In fact, I have done this wrong. You need to leave 2 space for the quarry, but then you need 1 space for not to be adjacent to it, so we need to build right here. I'll just go ahead and start building a clump of, well, 3 houses. There it is. And now we're going to start bouncing around. So the idea is to bounce around, and as soon as they are done with something, you should keep them moving, because time is of the essence here in this game. So we'll be bouncing around a ton, as you can see. And the best thing to do is look on your mini-map to see when you actually, this can be, this is fantastic choke point in the beginning of the game. So we'll be able to build stuff down here without fear of being attacked, which is really nice. So there's zombies. Normal population is nothing to scoff at, by the way. It's enormous. I've been playing on less than that, and it's still been very challenging. So nothing down here. This is fantastic that this entire area is blocked off. I've never seen a start. Okay, that's not true. This is not actually as amazing as it could be. And it looks like we'll have a little bit of open space over here in order to build a main area. You do need a main area, you know, your typical setup where you need a ton of houses, and then they are surrounding some key buildings that project benefits to the entire housing units. So that's the style, the optimum style. Okay, another. Tons of zombies. When they say they are billions, that's not actually true. There's probably only about 10,000 zombies on the screen at a time. Maybe less than that even, but around that order of magnitude. So it's a lot, but it's not It's a little bit of a incorrect to say that they are billions. They are tens of thousands. It's more accurate. Looks like this guy's going crazy already. Is that okay? Well, we don't know what's over here. It'd be really nice to know what's over there. So after he kills a few, we'll probably retask him. We might even retask our group 2 here, which looks like they're running into the edge of where they can actually go. And you really have to bounce back and forth, because like if I don't control those guys, they will be killed. But I also want to keep scouting with these. So we bounce back and forth. This is what I mean. I don't know what this is going to look like. I'll probably watch this recording and judge for myself if this is just horrible to watch. But this is still the optimal way of playing, unfortunately. That you need to pause and consistently just move around and around. You don't have to be as min-maxy as I am being with it, but well, I don't know. I want to be. Okay, good. This is going to help us a lot. Okay, let's get this guy to attack down here. Back to 1. You have to use the mini-map, by the way, if you want to really figure out which unit I'm using at any given moment, unfortunately. Unless you have them memorized where they've been. I know I'm pressing 1 or 2 or 3, but well, 3 is obvious because this is a soldier. So I'm just imagining, because I'm trying to visualize if this video is going to make any sense or if it's going to be entertaining to watch. I'm imagining there's going to be a lot of like, oh my god, I can't follow this comments. So hopefully not. We should have a really good supply of lumber. Why is this not? Oh, it's 2. Okay, not as good. This is 13. Wow, so the best is 14. I'm actually really surprised by that. Okay, we'll just take it. Do you want a lumber mill? I absolutely want that. I would do this build order. I'd get a couple houses and then a sawmill. Now we are doubling up here. I think we can't go down here because we saw a swarm, right? Let's find out. In fact, this group, we're just going to send them all the way back over here because we are kind of exploring the same area at the same time. I'm okay with eliminating one group like that. Just gives me time to explore with the other one. Okay, let's see what happens when we go this way. A whole bunch of zombies. Eventually you do want the soldier to just sit and start plucking away at some units. Okay, this is done, and this is kind of another edge. Oh, it is. Okay, so this is the edge boundary, which means that the zombie waves that spawn eventually will spawn from the edge of the map. So you do want to kind of box off at the very end here. That looks like a wonderful choke. We might actually have ourselves a fantastic little map here. What I am seeing is this is really beneficial to give us area which will be completely unhampered. We will not need any defenses. Rock and forest is completely impassable and indestructible. At least for now. I don't know if they have plans to change that or what will happen in the future, but for now at least. Let's have them go up there, then we'll have them probably start trying to push that way. Let's see what we have this way. Okay, tents are completing. We do have wood, so now it's probably time for food. Fisherman's cottage, since we are so close. 14, let's figure out what else we can get. 13's all around. 14 and 12. Okay, 14 it is. Okay, you're doing that. That's fine. You guys are done. Let's move you down here and see what... So that is stone or gold? I think that's actually gold. Oh, by the way, we missed one here. Let's go back to home. Does it look like this? It does look like that. Can we afford a quarry? Yeah. This is definitely stone, so that makes this is also stone. I think it's just going to tell us that we're out of range. No, yeah, it does. It was stone. Okay, and that's iron. And then there's something which looks, unfortunately, very much like this, which is gold. But I think gold is pretty rare. Okay, this is impassable just in terms of number of units that we'll have to kill to get by. And one thing I try to do with the min-maxing, or one thing I tend to do, not try, but I usually over min-max, like, oh, I need to get here because this is the perfect choke point and blah, blah, blah. And in the meantime, I'll wait to build a nice defensive area until I get there, and I'll end up getting... The way it works when you're attacked is zombies will hit buildings, and when they take them down to where below that yellow line, where the yellow becomes green, that's when the building becomes non-functional, and they also spawn zombies at that point. At the same point it becomes non-functional, or not dysfunctional. Is it non-functional? It doesn't sound right in my head right now. Anyway, at the same point it ceases to work. It spawns zombies. Now these houses are very low hit points. I mean, you can see that this is the 160, this is 5,000, this is 200. These are just 60. These tents are so easy for zombies to kill. That's troublesome. We're gonna have to back up here, I think. And so this is kind of like a wildfire catching easy tinder. Once the zombies hit your houses, basically it's game over. They will just, it's a chain reaction which will spiral out of control. So I forget to defend these sometimes. Not forget, but just try to over min-max is what I would say I do, really. Okay, that's fine. These guys probably won't be able to take this number of units, but we can move them right here, and this might help. Okay, good luck to them. We'll check in there in a moment. They're also working. These guys are going to have to back up a little. Let's go back to 1. Okay, he has actually thinned out the herd. And I guess they can do that without taking much damage at all. Okay, Fisherman Cottage is done, which means we can build more houses. Houses are your main gold income. At the end of the game, everything comes down to gold. Until then, usually gold is actually not that big of a deal. Now, I haven't even talked about one huge component of the building, which is Tesla towers. Your initial command center projects a range of energy, but beyond that, you have to project further energy with these Tesla towers, which makes them probably the most important building in the game. Because without them, you can't expand at all, and you definitely need to expand. So let's probably put this one here. I like that. Put one here. We know we don't have to do much here in terms of defenses, but we still, like, if we get that, are we going to want to build it over there? Yeah, probably we'll put fishing stuff over there. So we're going to need, unfortunately, we're going to need 2 more Tesla towers here. I think I'm going to put this here. It doesn't make sense to put it anywhere else. Yeah, 1 here to get all that, and 1 down here, which will get as far down into this area as possible. It's unlikely that either of these will be good places. Like, this might be an okay for a sawmill. We'll see if we can beat 14. And there's also another food gathering mechanic, the Hunter's Cottage. So you can put this, and it also uses the forest. And I think it also takes advantage of 16. It's pretty good. Oh, a lot of 16s around here. It also takes advantage of grass area. This grass area you can build farms in, which is I think the most efficient way of getting food. So yeah, we're kind of running into an area where we can't really do anything. Let me just help this guy out. Not that that was what I was pulling them back to do, but really I want to pull them back so I can keep exploring. We want more of those goodie huts, and beyond that, we also just want to know what's out there. And what better time than now to figure these things out? Yeah, it looks like this is going to be kind of a challenge to get through. Okay, so let's focus on... I eventually want to get these warehouse and workshop stuff going, but for now we probably just need more houses. 1, 2. So I think we'll do, let me pause it. So if you're paused, the building doesn't start building and you can actually get a full refund. Meaning, I thought I built I need a Tesla tower up here, don't I? Probably need it right where I built that house, unfortunately. So when it's paused, you get a full amount of the resources back. If it starts building even for a millisecond, fraction of a moment, you only get 50% of the resources back, just the way it is. I don't think I'm going to end up using this for stone. It's only like +3, which is, oh, +4 is not as bad, but I like to get 5 or higher. And even 5 I'm a little reluctant to do. You can always do better than 5. Well, almost always. Yeah, so we do need this Tesla tower, and I think that this is the most sensible location for it, which is going to kind of hurt on our houses. But we have a lot of farmland right here. I mean, this is like farm. I mean, this is like 4 farms, which is, I mean, not the most we'll need. 5, 6, I mean, there's 6, 7, 8, there's tons of grassland if we can control this. So what we're going to need really early on, and I know that people have a lot of different opinions about this, is a soldier center. A lot of people say you need to save all your soldiers up for the end of the game. You need to get these thing called Titans, which is like an end game unit, and don't waste your resources on anything else. I disagree. And I'm a min-max person, so I tend to agree with those kind of assessments, but... Oh. Who got hit? Hold Alt, you can get every... Yeah, so that's got to be gold. It looks different, right? It's like slightly redder. I think so. Anyways, what we might have to do, because there's so many guys here, we might just have to run through this herd. Okay, we also need to back up here. Oh god, we got way too many there. So let's put them right here. This is kind of like a area they'll have to run around. Okay, so we'll watch those carefully. Yeah, but otherwise, it's a lot of this game is planning out the best place to place stuff. Like, think. So if we want to get this patch, for example, where do we put the quarry? I mean, this is a sawmill, but it's the same building template. No, it's not, because it's only, instead of going 3 green on every side, it's only 2 green for a saw. But you can see that, like, this will miss on 2. This is probably the best, which will only miss on that 1 on right here. So that's probably how we'll do it. Which means I don't need to worry about building on this top side. So I can put a Tesla tower there, which is impossible to put anyways, but we can do one right here. Yeah, that makes sense. That covers the bottom nicely. Let's do it. And unfortunately, I have no vision at all here, so we could totally be attacked. And let me just clear these guys to the right. They're making me a little nervous. Okay, that one's done. We really need more houses, though. I'm very slow to build houses because I prefer to look for the best place to min-max my housing. Sometimes you just have to bite the bullet and just do it. And again, my min-max tendencies, I don't like to leave more than 1 space. So let's do it like this. There we go. Again, bad form, I think, not to have defenses here, or... We are going to want to go down this, but does this... Oh, it actually does break through. I didn't know that. Now those two I'm looking at, those are probably much better used for a sawmill. It might be too close. This is 3. We can do the math. If they overlap at all, they will not function together. You cannot have overlapping. We might have actually end up moving that sawmill, because that is probably going to be like a 15 or a 16, maybe even a 17. I can't see if it's in the fog of war, which it's hard to tell what's in the fog of war or not, but that is obviously in the fog of war. You cannot see through trees. Then you cannot tell how much resources it'll give you. I don't know why. That seems a little weird to me. Well, I don't know. Maybe they do it because they don't differentiate between vision of fog of war or black, like no vision, lack of being explored at all. I don't know. This is going to be the tricky one. Yeah, I think we got hit there. Yeah. But this guy's almost dead. The good news is, as well, that these guys are gaining experience while they continue to fight. So, okay, we see somebody coming over from that side. I don't know why they're coming over from there. But this should be okay, though. Let's move this guy back. Oops, that's not what I want. Being attacked. How bad is it? Bad enough that I think we pull... Well... I don't think either of these are particularly good. In all honesty, the best one is Command Center Gold plus 20. Energy, this only affects the initial area, and we've already kind of built past that, so that doesn't make sense at all. So we'll just take 20 energy for free, which is not, it's really not amazing. I don't know if it seems like it or not, but it is not amazing. This guy's gonna have to back up. Okay, so, well, we had to take him anyway, so it doesn't matter. Had to be done. Would like to still get through this to get those resources. And this is like the first possibility of failure. If that guy got into the houses, we would all be done for. Tesla towers have a vision of 8, so that's not bad, but houses only have a vision of 6. Yeah. So it's really easy for them to get hit, snuck up on without your noticing. Now, can we finally get these resources? Yes. It was very nice. Okay, we'll leave them here. Let's go back to our town hall. You can see it's StarCrafty in that I do use my hotkeys pretty liberally. And is this going to be enough to cover down here? It looks like it is. It's actually not enough to get into that little corner. Maybe we can even do it this. That's weird. Huh, that's not a free area. Interesting. Okay. Let's see how far we could do this. And then if we do... I think this is the best choice, actually. To cover everything on the top side, so which will be right here. And then we probably only need one more, like right here, which will cover the rest down here. I don't think we can even... Well, might be able to build something small in there. The min-maxing. Well, it's going to take 2 more down here anyway, so we'll just do it this way. Just in case we can just get away with 1 more down here. Okay, fair enough. That is a kind of a waste of Tesla Tower, though, because it's not going to do much by itself. I hate that. But at the same time, that's the premium we pay for being able to build in what is otherwise a pretty confined area. Now, I haven't really talked about this, but They Are Billions is early access right now. I think it just became early access. I think it's very playable for an early access game. Extremely playable. I mean, I think they're adding like in greater depth. Okay, this is bad now. We're not going to worry about him. You need to go save my town. And this backup stuff does happen quite a lot. I don't know. I don't remember if there's an option to turn it down happening as much. That was probably here. It is. Oh, we almost lost one. You really got to babysit these guys. We're going to kill him. Kiting, kiting, kiting. Okay, let's just do 1. I'm overkilling there, but that's fine. Okay, we got that covered, so we'll move him back. Move this guy back into the fray. What do we need here? We need more food. That's probably the easiest need for us to satisfy. So you can see that this is 3, 2, 3. Then the next one we have, 1, 2, 3. So this is the first place available, but that's part of the next 3. So 1, 2, 3 that we need. So this is the first place we can actually put something. See, 12 is probably not that good though. So we can do 14, which is nice. That's probably what we'll do next. Honestly, 14 it's above my threshold of saying yes. I know that we can do a hunter thing down here, but I'm still like, well, let's just double check. How bad is the sawmill in this area? Yeah, why can't we build? Oh, we're already infringing. So you can see that we can't have any overlap. So 1, 2, 3, where my red is right there is the bottom. So then this is the first place we can do it. And we only got 11 there, which is not ideal. Is there anywhere else here, by the way, that would give us better? Yeah, I think we checked in now. Okay, so what about here? 10. Wow, it's just not that great. We don't have vision down there, so we actually can't see. Well, the Teslas will give us partial vision, I think. Oh, it looks like we can do everything we want. Yeah. We'll just do 1 here. Yeah, we can probably put like 1 hunter-gatherer thing there. And I'm guessing 1 here will take... The forest looks a little bit different. I'm pretty sure that doesn't impact our ability to gather resources, but you never know. So if you are really diligent, you can pause and min-max even like your soldier usage. Is it a bad thing that you can do it this way? Because it almost kind of forces your hand to do it at all? Yeah, probably. Maybe that's one thing they'll work on, is getting the AI a little bit better. Otherwise, I'm still really happy with the game. Like I said, for an early access game, I think it's just way better shape than I would expect. Yeah, we can work on this group for a little bit. It's a pretty slow-moving group. When you get towards the back side of these thicker groups, that's when you start encountering the executives, those ones with the black suits on, and those are really a pain to deal with. And we're maxed on wood, which you just generally don't want to be. Obviously, if it's maxed, we're not getting any income out of it. So let's start pushing out more. I think I like this one. I imagine that this iron will be mined. We'll probably put the thing right there, and these two, this 4 will be it. And we can then put the tower here or here, and we can access that on the far left. We can see that we can get here from this one. And then we get almost over here. We'll probably put one here. This might be actually our choke point right there. We'll need another one up there to do that, but basically my usual rule of thumb is try to maximize the open area that you get from one of these, but yeah, it probably would be. I mean, we lose some to the forest to the right, but we lose some to the lake to the left. Min-max, too difficult. Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it right here. It's not. We're sweating the small stuff a little too much, but that's how I am about stuff, unfortunately. This one, also difficult. I think I'm going to do right here, because I can get that one last patch there, and I don't want to have another tower wasted just to get that one little square right there. So I will do it here. Now we have to be careful, of course, because we're expanding and we need to defend those buildings. Like you, go up this way. Good thing is that they will give us 8 visions. We'll be able to see when people are coming. I don't want to build houses in here because I do want my houses all centered around there's a bank. There's also, is it the market? I can't remember what is the one that reduces the food need. Is it the market? It might be the market. What else do we need? We need food. I didn't solve my food problems yet. 16, oh, that sounds great. 16 here though. Is there anything worthwhile over here? 13 there is not terrible. If we do 13 here, we can do right here. The reason I don't want to do it right here is because I actually can probably get, what does a hunter's thing look like over here? Well, we wouldn't be putting it there anyway. Okay, so let's do this. 16, and then I can probably get one here, but I won't be able to get one here then, huh? But 14 is still better than 13 here. So let's do that. Yeah, perfect. So we can get 2 just like that. Now what can we do as far as the sawmill goes here? 9. We couldn't do that one anyways because the wood blocked there. Yeah, I gotta say I'm quite disappointed by the wood. I thought we would have a good shape of wood. Now that we can go on the backside here, I'll probably end up moving this one. Yeah. Oops, not quarry. Because this sawmill right there, or even right here, might be even better. Yeah, because that tree right there. That's going to be a good one. Probably 16. So we'll have to move this one over. Like 12. Oh, that was not available. Yeah, I can't get 12 even. Kind of a bother. Jeez. Can we get it here? 10, 9, eek. Yeah. Well, wood. Well, what about up here? This looks promising. 10, definitely not promising. 9, 10. Jeez. Surprising. I mean, the ideal obviously is to have the wood hook around in like a U, like right here. That'll give you more surface area, or more volume density, whatever. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, shoot, I mean, this video's already gone 30 minutes, so I guess I want to wrap this first one up. If you like what you're seeing here, consider picking up the game. I would say that I think that if you like Age of Empires, if you liked Pharaoh or Caesar, any of those building planning ones, and if you wish that they had a bit more of a military side to them, this might be your game. You do have to appreciate the zombie survival mechanics you know, it just seems to be just a dime a dozen these days on Steam. But if you can put up with that kind of environment, or you don't mind it, I don't know why I have an affinity. Oh, Soldier's now veteran. Fantastic. Great place to end this one. Oh, what? That's not sealed off. Oh my god. Okay, we'll have to fire our scouts. So on that little cliffhanger, I should say. Yeah, we'll call this one to a close. Okay, so yeah, also, since this is the potential first video in, I don't know, maybe I'll go up to like episode 5 or so, just do a few. Maybe I'll just like it so much that I continue going through 10 or the entire playthrough, but just because it is the opening video in a series, if you wouldn't mind leaving, pressing the like button, I'd greatly appreciate that. And I won't ask for that again, but other than that, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and until the next episode, take care.